Everybody got quiet suddenly.
Yeah, go ahead and kick that shit off, L.
Oh, I gotta kick it off?
Yeah, man. Every time we in 4-player mode, that's you with the sticks.
Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, on this nice Dallas rainy evening, welcome once again to the Verbal Gunplay podcast. Now, I'm going to be a little more subdued in my introduction this time because this time I have my sister.
You're going to be subdued, do you?
On the mic in the studio with the bro, and it's a special one for me. So that's my sister Tiff. That's Lola, dropping like a bad habit because she got 2 apartments, or however I said it last time. And my man, Danny DiNero, D-Money, him Duncan over here, and let's get it started. So before we get into all the regular, the mess and all that, how was everybody's weeks, weekends? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? Who want to start?
Everything's good.
Ladies first. We're all gentlemen here.
It's a work week. It is what it is.
It is a work week.
We still on the beginning of it until we get to Wednesday, so.
True.
Oh, my weekend was good. I ended up my weekend was good. I ended up going to Nirvana. It was this little arcade place. So it was pretty cool. You can sit, you can eat, you can play video games right there on the table. So it was pretty dope.
So did you go alone?
No, I went with family. So,
Boo. Boo.
Hater. And then I went to Forever 21 because they have the 90% off sale. And, your girl had to, get them deals.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it sounds pretty good. Like you had a good one, huh?
I went from $868 to $86 for the stuff. So I came out with 8 bags. I'm switching stuff here and there. What's up?
Okay.
No.
Shining on them. You?
Yes.
I kind of had a dry week. I guess I'll take yours from last week. All I did was pretty much watch football.
Oh, it was a good weekend of football.
It was a good weekend of football.
For all you Detroit fans out there, I know y'all loving it. That's 2 playoff wins.
Yeah.
In a long time.
Yeah.
And now the whole nation's going for Detroit. We now that's like America's team, not the
I don't
Cowboys.
know about the whole nation.
Yeah, I was going to say, not the whole nation.
Not with that shirt.
I didn't even notice that.
Damn.
So I just discovered something live on the podcast that it seems my sister is a 49ers fan.
No, there's no seams about that.
Ooh.
I'm just saying it seems.
She said through and through. Nope.
Since when? When did that happen?
This little deal said, and I said, since Techno Bowl.
Oh, okay. That's from the beginning.
That's legit.
That's from the beginning.
Roger Craig days. Okay. My weekend, bro, everything besides watching football and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I mostly just be chilling. I don't really be doing nothing. This whole beginning of the year has been pretty rough for me.
Yeah.
But I'm going to ride it out.
Mm-hmm.
But as long as I got something to eat and something to lay up under, babe, everything's all good.
Well, okay.
All right. Well, yeah, that's pretty much all I got.
What about, y'all are gamers? I ain't.
It's not
You a
really
real
new
gamer or
game,
what?
it's out, but I started playing Yakuza. What was the newest one? The man who erased his name. It's the newest one right before, because the Like a Dragon Part 2 is coming out in a couple of days. So I'm trying to fish this one, which happens between the first Like a Dragon and the second one that's coming out. See, you asked.
If only he could hear the crickets going off in my head. He was like Yakuza, and I just was like, I'm thinking like, is that a playable character in Tekken? Like, I don't know what he's talking.
It's a game where you pretend to be a Yakuza. You know what a Yakuza is, right?
No.
It's like the Chinese mob. Not Japanese
okay.
mobs.
Okay. Gotcha. All right.
You play one of them, and of course, you get into fighting you versus 20, and you whoop everybody ass.
So like the triads and Rush Hour.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There we go. All right.
That's something you can relate
Yeah.
to.
Relatable. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only new game that I really picked up and kind of got into, and besides my normal game that I always play, that's really it.
Oh, he was up in that game like, which one of y'all Ricky 10?
You do roll up into places asking for people though.
Really? Oh, that's what's up. Okay, I might have to check that one out then.
It's kind of like a GTA. I ain't never played that game before, that's why.
Yeah, it is.
Kind of like GTA.
Yeah.
Are you getting a new one?
You
There's-
don't, maybe? I don't know. Because see, the thing that happens is I get caught up in the hype of GTA, and then I play it, and then I remember I don't like GTA. So,
Isn't there actually a game called Mafia?
yeah.
Right? Is it more?
That's like
that
the
or like
Italian
GTA?
It's not like GTA because you can't like steal cars and drive around, but it's like really like it's like dang. I guess it is like Mafia, a game that I think a game that you may have played. Have you ever played Devil May Cry?
No.
I haven't played it, but I've heard.
Damn, nigga, it's like 20 years old.
Okay. Have you ever played something like Final Fight
Yeah, I've played that.
or Streets of Rage?
Yeah, of course.
Well, it's like
yeah,
that.
it's just fine as.
Oh,
It's
let's
like
do another
that
decade
in
on it.
3D, but there's like a whole story, and all those stores you used to walk past in the background, you can actually walk into and buy stuff
Oh, okay.
So
and gather stuff up and fight gangsters as they walk down.
Yeah, I like them little side scrolling, like little fighting games.
It's not side scrolling now, but
Oh. Yeah. I like the side scrolling ones, like the the turtle one that just came out like last year or something like
Turtles,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, that was dope. I like that. It reminded me of like the old school Turtles in Time on Super Nintendo. and
I'm
shit.
still mad you fell off gaming, bro. What happened to you?
became a sports addict.
Okay,
That's
I'll give you
pretty
that.
much what it is.
sports games? Then?
I'm definitely casual.
No. I play the game of life in front of the TV screen.
Oh, Lord. All right.
Rooting for teams and placing bets and all that kind of stuff.
I'm still playing the same old phone game I got. Was a Whiteout Survival, which is a easier version of GOG Guns of Glory.
Okay.
Those are mobile game, right? Those are phone games. Yeah, I don't do phone games.
Yeah, I don't.
I can't.
Our PlayStation is dusty as
I was
hell.
gonna say that the quality of cell phone games is
Nah, they
pretty
up there.
good. Cause I still remember Snake.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lord. That's what I thought she was going to say originally. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
let's play Snake. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Well, I need like physical buttons. I can't do the touchscreen. That's the main problem.
yeah. All right, let's switch it up. Let's switch it up. We losing viewers. They're like, man, they nerding out right now. Lead us off, Lola. Where you want to go?
I would like to go with Deleting Hoeness. So I was on YouTube, and I was in my algorithm, of course, popped up. It was just reminding me of what Drea said before when she was on the thing. She was like, can you like delete your wholeness after a couple of years? So she was just like, 2 to 3 years, you no longer a hoe. And so I was like thinking, and I was like, like I one day, do other
Wait,
people.
3 years of what?
Of
not hoeing.
not hoeing, yeah.
So being celibate?
Just not hoeing, just
Celibate
just
and not being a hoe is not the
Yeah.
same thing.
So what's not being a hoe? Just one person?
Hell,
we didn't.
It's a legitimate question.
no.
I don't know. How do you? Okay, I guess the question is, how do you delete your wholeness?
If
But I'm
you in this generation, you cannot delete your wholeness because you've been on video too much.
Oh,
I mean, as long as you didn't put it online.
It depends
There
on
you
how
go.
old you are.
How would they
Exactly.
know?
And how likely are you not to have put anything online? You can't delete it when it's literally people got copies of it.
Well, Andrew said that he no longer gay no more. I like women. Like, there you go. You can rededicate
no.
yourself.
No one believed it when he said it.
yeah. First of all, I think we've been over this already. Like it's a double standard. Women, y'all could go tongue kiss a woman the next day, say you're straight, and nobody's gonna blink an eye. You can't go suck some dick and be like, I'm straight afterwards. That just doesn't happen. You're gay
I mean,
forever.
You're right.
You're
but
not even-
the
look.
comparison's a little extreme.
No, but I'm just saying. As a guy, we don't even look at you like you're bi. You're just gay. It's just a double
I
standard.
think it used to be that way. Now
But
you,
this-
you can say you're bi.
The double standards from y'all though.
Absolutely.
You see, we like, yeah, actually, maybe you can. Well, I don't know about the sucking dick part because if you did, that depends on.
Maybe you can what? Like
No, no.
kiss a dude, let's say, and they were like, I'm straight. I just want to try it.
Nah, it's not happening.
Yeah.
It takes a lot for me to kiss my dad on the cheek.
Well, it depends
Pause.
on what's the reason you're doing it.
This cheek.
What's the reason
It's a
you're doing it?
romantic
Just to try?
sexual reason. That's what we mean here. So if you're like, that guy's cute, let me kiss him, and you kiss him, like, I didn't like that.
I believe you can switch it up.
No, you can't.
I believe you.
You guys can switch it up. That's the point.
I think the only pass that guys get with kissing another guy is if it's artistic, like a movie role or something. I think that's the only way you can get that off.
Listen, you can.
And even then, people back in your neighborhood, if there was some little swapping a spit, they're gonna still look at you like you gay, regardless how much you got paid or Oscars you might win.
So maybe somebody was a little confused and thought they liked dudes until they kissed them, and it was like, nah, I ain't like that. Let me stick to what I'm used to.
I don't like oysters.
I think the only pass you can get on that, let's go and lean into it, is if you're like in your teens and you're still discovering yourself. You kiss a boy when you're like 14, 15, I don't like it. And then you got years on your resume of not kissing dudes. Okay.
What?
You can say now, I was just curious, and you're young enough to be saying you were confused.
So
if you're 25, 30 years old and you say, I want to try it, that's something that's been in your system for a minute.
I was going to ask. Themselves.
Wait, no. What are y'all talking about?
Discover your
Seriously.
No.
Young?
No.
Seriously.
No. As far as I'm concerned, I'm sorry. If you don't even have to do the act. If you think of the act, you're gay.
Oh Lord.
Damn, nigga.
Yeah, bro. If you over there thinking, man, I just wonder. You gay. You're already gay. Like before you even do it. We might not know you're gay, but yourself, you're gonna know you're gay. Just as soon as you have the thought, you're gay. You know?
So you ain't ever looked at a dude and been like,
Never.
That guy's
Never. Never.
See,
no, that's a handsome fellow right there. You never said.
Oh
that?
no, I give a compliment to a guy.
Okay, so
I'm talking about a gay act. Complimenting a guy is not gay.
But you
Thinking, before I kiss him, I wonder what kind of chapstick he got on. That's gay.
I'm just saying, but you said that man was cute. Like you said, it's good
No,
looking brother. It's
you're
a
switching
synonym.
words.
It's
He
a
said
synonym.
handsome. He said handsome.
It's a synonym.
No, just use the actual word.
Oh, come on now. Thesaurus is and say it's different.
Handsome.
well, that just means his homophobia is a 9. Most other people is like you got to be like
Sure.
a 10 to not even be able to say that a dude is handsome.
Well, even if you call a guy cute,
Same thing saying the handsome.
he might take offense to that, depending on what type of nigga. Like if you walk up to the wrong nigga and
I
say,
agree.
"Yo, you's a cute ass nigga," you might get punched in the mouth.
I don't agree that
Unless you in jail.
handsome and cute is synonymous.
They're not.
It's not.
That's what I'm saying.
It's different. It lets you know that what they're thinking. You know,
Yeah, and then
cute,
even
and I'm like, that's gonna make me think. If you gay, if you said he handsome, it's not gonna make me think. That.
yeah, even the word handsome is still, you still got to read the room before you say it. Depending on who it is, you might have to be like, "Yo, bro, that's fly."
Now,
Like you did
I've had
that.
the opposite one where it's a woman, older woman usually,
Yeah.
and because I worked in environments where there's tons of women around,
Uh-huh.
and an older woman will say, "Oh, Lamar, you're a very handsome man," right? I know what she means when she says that. Then you get another woman same age, she's like, "Oh, Lamar, you're cute today."
Mm-hmm.
That's different. The connotation is different.
Yeah.
So an older woman or even a younger woman who says, "Oh, you look handsome," that's just them giving me a general compliment, right?
Yeah.
But when you say something like it's cute or they look good, that's different.
Yeah. If a woman tells you that you look cute, I think she's interested. She would, if given the opportunity.
That's not true either.
Nah, I think that it's saying
I think she finds. I think she finds you attractive. I think she finds you attractive. If a woman calls you cute, in the manner that he said it, I think she finds you attractive.
In the manner that he said it.
I said
Yeah.
today.
Not today, me. Other days you was looking rough. Step that up.
That's true.
You looking today. But how we get on all this? We were supposed to be talking about deleting hoes.
Yeah. How do you delete your wholeness?
Well, I the only reason you would need to delete it is if it was on record. Number one, you can just stop doing it though.
Point.
That's it. Stop doing it.
But so how do you stop
and
being a
long
hoe?
enough for people not to think that you a hoe. That's how you delete it.
Yeah, we gonna.
So until
But the problem with deleting wholeness is men talk too much, like little bitches.
Damn. Damn, yeah, she had to look. She looked at my phone when she said that.
Business. And
Yeah.
that's why it's harder for us to delete wholeness because y'all done went and told every damn thing.
How is that our fault? Because you did it. I'm
you
just
ran your
telling.
mouth.
I'm just telling what actually happened. You don't want to get it out there, then don't get it out there.
It ain't out there if you keep your mouth shut.
Exactly.
We didn't make it. We gotta make a deal for that.
Yeah, so
We gotta make a deal. We gotta be like. But let me tell you something. For men, it's like fishing. You know what I'm saying? I didn't catch that fish. If I can't hold it up and take a picture and be like, "Look what I got," that shit don't count. So I could. That's what happens. So if I bag a baddie or bag a chick that's everybody's been wanting, you best believe I'm telling because niggas gotta know. It's part of our ego to make us the man. Look what I bagged. this equals me.
You see that, ladies?
If y'all ain't know, hey, y'all ladies out there, if you messing with somebody right now and he told you y'all keeping it on the low, I promise he's not. All of the homies, everybody know. They just been told not to tell you. But everybody knows.
In the group chat.
In his group chat, in their group chats, everybody knows. And they'll act like they don't know when they're around you to keep it going for him. I'm telling you. It's like the internet. They always say the internet picks or it didn't happen. Right? So.
All right now.
That's true. They only don't tell somebody they trying to keep and don't want nobody else to know about.
Maybe not the keep part, but don't want nobody else to know about. Definitely true. If you back in that neighborhood ugly.
Or.
Oh, not a bug.
Don't want nobody to know about
it. Can be an and/or situation. Yeah.
I suppose. But one of the points you made before about like being able to, because dudes is talking too much and all that other kind of stuff, that leads me to back in the day, when this leads to the body count talk, right? So dudes, they always say, do you care about body count? So first of all, when a dude ever asks me, and I've been asked a few times, doesn't body count matter? The first thing I say is, if I asked you does body count matter in 2020, would you even know what the hell I was talking about? So this body count shit is some internet shit you got, nigga. So did you ever really care before? Nah, you didn't. 2, back in the day, like she was talking about, no one really talked about body count. People didn't put it all over the internet. People's dating net wasn't nearly as big. So all she had, either A, dudes had to keep their mouth shut, or all she had to do was date another neighborhood, and she's good.
Yeah.
Facts.
Or go out of state.
Or state or whatever, yeah.
Depends on how much hoeing you was doing. You might have to leave the
But
state.
now, like you said, they put the hoeing on the internet. It's all like Instagram. They jump on podcasts like this and start talking about all the stuff they be doing, and they'd be mad at how people treat them. So can you delete your hoeness? I only think you can do that, like you said, if you just disappear. Stop putting it out there. Act regular. But when it happens, like ex-porn stars, when people walk up on them, that shit with Mia Khalifa, what happened to her? Was that her name?
Yeah, it was Mia Khalifa.
Yeah. The thing with Mia Khalifa, and the girl was like, that's not her. She don't got enough cum on her face.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I think the boyfriend said that, didn't it?
No,
Yeah.
the girlfriend said it.
Oh, the
but
girlfriend? Oh,
but she
okay.
was in a meeting with some group of people that was trying to give her like a serious role. And when that happens, she's like, damn, when you do that kind of stuff, it just follows you. Until you
I mean, well,
knock that long enough.
in Mia's case, I mean, she was like a global phenomenon behind the camera. So yeah, I don't think there's any deleting that. Like you said, the footage is out there.
You can go
Everybody's
look
seen
anytime.
it.
But you know what? It's always going to be somebody who's hating. It's going to bring that up.
Yeah.
Exactly.
What reason would she have had to say that when
Because
she's
her boyfriend was trying to get a picture.
Exactly.
Of the boy, so, yeah.
Yeah.
She a hater.
Yeah. The girlfriend was a hater in that case, for sure. For sure. I mean, I'm always look it up still. I might not say nothing, but I'm gonna type it in and go look at that old work. Go look at the highlights.
You sound like-
That's the only proper way to delete the hoeness. You have to just relocate. You know how like you would see like a pretty girl come into the neighborhood and she came from some other random place. I think that was somebody that was for sure deleting hoeness.
She had a clean slate.
She had a clean slate.
legit
And that-
reason she can move.
That's the best way to delete your hoeness. You just relocate.
And that was when they're at the height of their popularity, because all the dudes like, oh, ain't nobody touched her yet.
Yeah. That new joint coming to town. It's like, oh, nigga.
But let's flip it. Can a dude delete his hoeness, or does it even matter?
I do think it matters. Like, if everybody is talking about a man being a hoe, that means he done slept with the whole world, pretty much damn near. Because nobody cares
So
otherwise.
once again, the relocate thing would have to come into play. He would have to, the guy would have to remove himself from everybody that knows that he was a hoe, and he'd have to. That's how he deletes his hoeness.
I don't think so. You know, I don't think so.
What?
Because the social stigma of that kind of stuff is not nearly as heavy on men as it is for women. A guy can just say, I'm not like that anymore, and treat one girl well, and the girl who's with him, because somebody will still be with him,
It's true.
won't mind, and will. Well, that's how he was with y'all. He ain't like that no more. That's not how he is with me.
PLP.
Because the sexual stigma of hoeness it really isn't one. We're just trying to make it that way to make things more even in this day and age. But in reality, in actual practice, a dude can be a hoe. He'll be celebrated for that. Only a couple of women will look down on him for it. He may have a couple women he's not able to bag because but only because the chicks he's bagged is all her homegirls. But if it's not none of her friends, but she does know the name of a gang of them, she'll still date him. Us, we might, bump on the low, but that's it. We ain't trying to like date.
Yeah. We're not actively chauffeuring around, showcasing a hoe.
Yeah.
Now that's that movie theater late night climbing through the window type of stuff.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, y'all too prideful for that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Take your ass in
Pride
the
is
Uber.
what makes us who we are. Y'all always make it seem like pride is a bad thing.
No, I wasn't saying it was bad at all. I was just saying the biggest reason. You ain't gonna show your trophy ain't gonna be something that everybody's had. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Not
Pride is a big thing. I've actually drilled a man's pride into my children. One time we were sitting at a light at a pretty busy street, and there's this old man walking across the street, like barely, like going slow, like the light turned and he's still going.
Yeah.
I said to my daughter, what you see right there is pride. He probably got a bunch of people at home that could have went and got him whatever he's going to this quick trip to get, because that's where he was headed, to get a soda or some cigarettes or whatever. But his pride as a man would not let him have them wait and I can still get up and walk. So here he is on a walker, barely making it. And that was the physical embodiment of a man's pride. Stomp on a man's pride. If you want him to act up and be stupid, mess with a man's pride. If y'all ain't learned that lesson already, let me tell you. Mess with a man's pride, see what happens. Anywho.
Flex, drop some bombs on that one.
So we done already beat that one to death. We know, you can delete wholeness, but it has to be done in a certain way. And like that girl Drea's like known. She'll still get dudes messing with her because she's Drea. Much like that superhead chick. Everyone knows she's superhead.
Yeah.
She ain't never had a problem getting a man. Or Brittany Renner. Niggas talk crazy about Brittany Renner, but they be lining up to talk to her whenever she out there. Some sort of certain ones can kind of still do it, but not everybody is one of them.
Yeah, Brittany got a fatty.
I don't know about that.
Okay.
Fatty what?
The ass for her proportion, for her size.
She
She like this tall.
She was a soccer player.
I know.
What's that mean?
A lot of women athletes,
I mean, she kicks some good game.
especially when you're shorter.
yeah.
Alrighty then. So,
Hey, Brittany, I'm 6'4". You already at the right height.
I know, right? So what about the work hoe?
I like
chick
that.
There's
I
always
like
that
that
chick at
segue.
work. There's always that chick at work, right? And there's always that dude at work. So that leads us into the work husband or was it work wife or whatever. How y'all feel about that?
Well, shit, speaking for myself, I'm guilty as charged.
I feel so. Not me. I don't got no work.
I mean, were you really the work husband or were you just the nigga she was fucking at work? There's a difference.
True.
I've been both.
Oh.
You've been both
Mm-hmm.
at the same time?
No. Well, yeah, in one instance at the same time, for sure.
Jesus, for 2 different people?
I mean, I've done that at like 4 different jobs. I mean,
I feel okay. No
Yeah.
judgment here.
I was young. What can I say? I'm still growing.
Yeah, I was only 35.
Yeah, forgive me. I was, I was in my 20s. I'm a changed man today.
Anyway, have you ever been a work wife?
Never. I've never had a work husband or had, I only had work siblings. So they're like a work sister. It's my work sister, and we'll hang out and stuff like that outside of work. So that have I had intercourse at work? Yes.
I didn't. Whoa, look.
I just doing the thing.
There's
With a colleague?
You start at step 1 and then you work your way up to 10, okay? You don't just fucking hopscotch that motherfucker straight to 10. You can work your way up to how you wind up getting fucked at work.
What was this? After 08? We got a black president and you just like, I could do anything, huh?
We're great.
If I go like crawling shit. Boy, you better get these back shots.
So wait, at work.
At work, yes.
With the coworker.
With the color.
More than one time.
It'd be weird if it
Yes.
wasn't.
Oh yeah, that's a relationship.
Nah, that was just a situation. That was just me getting what I need to get and getting paid too on the clock.
Oh, okay, that's what you meant. I was like, you have to clarify, but okay.
Yeah. I had to clarify that.
Yeah, paid at work.
At work. That was it.
Well, I have extracurricular activities. Let me say that.
So I was just gonna add something in here because you said that it would be weird if it wasn't somebody from at work. I slept with a customer before.
At work?
Yeah.
We in a grocery store?
That's wild.
No, it was in the back of Staples. And yes, I did push the red button afterwards.
Staples. Wow.
That's when I was a resident Easy Tech.
It's wild boy. Wild boy.
Hey man.
That's crazy.
Hey man. I was like, Pac, fresh out of jail. What's up? Nah.
Or
I've never had a work wife. Even my wife, who I met at work,
Yeah.
was not my work wife.
Oh, y'all met at work?
Yeah, she sexually harassed me, bro. Wow, she kind
Oh
of just
shit.
look. Let me tell you what's happening, man. So when she got hired, I was supposed to train her. I know she's laughing already.
Yeah.
I was supposed to train her.
Well, sounds like you did, but go on.
Little bit. So as I'm trying to, she's like, "Oh, Mr. Lamont, what does this button do right here?"
Well, let me show you.
And let her tell it. I'm like reaching across her, rubbing across her breasts and all that shit. I'm like, yo, that's like real sexual harassment right there. you are exaggerating. But no, for real, she was definitely sexually harassing, man. So I like kind of just gave in like, okay, you want the dick here, okay? Here.
wow.
Gosh, here,
Just
three
leave it
here. Gosh.
It's yours.
Nah, there's definitely a real love story that goes on with that, but I'm not finna tell all that on here. Maybe on another episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, but besides that, like most of my work, I've been like a supervisor with a lot of people under me, and there's like when you manage people, there's got to be like a separation. So I never really had.
You never got to abuse your perks. Because I know a lot of managers that basically ran through all the employees. Like when I worked at the car dealership.
I absolutely could have, but I didn't.
Oh my God, these managers were just slaying everything. And the turnover rate for sales associates in a car dealership, women in, 30 days later, next women in, and they just running through them all. I'm just sitting here like, is it about selling cars or is it about fucking hoes? Like which is it?
Go with number 2 on that one.
But nah. Yeah, you never got to abuse your perks. That's good though, because you black, you probably would have had all kinds of lawsuits. They would have got your ass.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean the whole place. If you listen to any of the stories, I done been with half the chicks in there, even though I never even like spoke to any of them.
Oh.
Now I'm saying like the rumors out here. I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Hey,
you know what I'm saying.
Wait till
I finally started getting some people to like kind of tell me what the room. Because I think I don't know, I was saying something, and some girls like, that's not what I heard. I was like, what? So then I like pestered her for like 2 days, like, you finna tell me what the hell you talking about. And she finally did. I was like, damn. Nah, but damn. That was crazy. Yeah, nah, never happened like that. But yeah, the rumors was everywhere, bro.
No.
It was even girls who had said we had. And I was like, I didn't know chicks did that.
Oh damn, they lied on the puss.
I niggas, yeah, they definitely.
I was saying it's more of it was on the rumors.
For sure.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think within the first couple of months at one job I was at, it was crazy because these two people, they were in a relationship. Both of them had like somebody, but they were messing around at work. And then the rumor I got out that I was talking to this girl, but I wasn't, Barbara. I've never, like I said, I never even talked to the girl outside of the building.
Yeah.
She wasn't even under me, like she was in another department. Ran up on me in the parking lot about it. I was like, this is like within a month or two of me getting this job. I was like, bro, I don't know what you talking about. Not me. And you should go talk to your girlfriend, which is not her, and you should go home to your husband. Why y'all sitting there running up on me like this is crazy as hell?
Wow.
Yep. Dallas, bro. Dallas.
Oh, that's in Dallas? Oh, geez.
Yeah, it's crazy is when I first moved here, that's the first time my brother told me. He's like, hey, man, just so you know, these niggas out here don't give a fuck about your marriage. I was like, damn. He said his shit on top. He was right, though.
That's wild.
So before we get off this topic, I just want to ask, so with the work-bae relationship, is it possible to have a work wife or work husband without any kind of intimacy?
I mean, I think you're crossing a line, at least an emotional line, and you got something like that. I mean, when it comes to relationships, there's physically cheating, and then there's like emotional, which usually can lead to physical cheating. For guys,
But let's say it doesn't lead to physical.
it still counts.
No, okay. So you're saying that you can't have one, is what you're saying.
Yes.
And what's your thoughts?
Agree.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't have one. No, I'm good on that. Oh, what you were trying to be a work husband for?
Okay.
A work wife. You got me.
So I want to ask the room. This is a segue into my topic of micro cheating. I figured this was a good little segue into this.
There's no such thing as micro cheating.
So what I'm gonna
that switch is either on or it's off.
So I'm gonna ask the room a question, right? And you guys will just say yes for that's cheating or no, that's not cheating. And if it's no, explain why.
Or yes, explain why.
Well, some of them might be self-explanatory. Yeah. So I'll start. This I'm trying to get through this quick. It's 21 questions. No 50 Cent. Maybe I'll put the little music in the background. I'm just kidding. So, number one, secretly messaging someone.
As soon as you said secretly.
Yeah, that was it right there. You got to secretly do it.
Meeting with someone without your partner knowing.
Not exactly. Not really.
Is that me?
Meeting? Like
meeting with someone without your partner knowing.
Meeting at work in a conference room. My wife wouldn't know about it. Why would she?
Okay, let's add some context to it then. Yeah. Meeting with someone without your partner knowing that something could happen from that. Like, for example, you're attracted to her or she's attracted to you. Mm-hmm. So would that be cheating?
Meeting outside of work.
Just meeting in general without your actual woman
counts,
knowing.
Bro, because I might have to meet with this person as a function of the job.
No, I'm talking about in a private setting.
Okay, that's something. So outside of work.
Sure.
Yeah. Or, outside of work. Because even if it's a lunch break, it's outside of work.
Okay.
Yeah, that's cheating.
Yeah.
I think it still depends on the purpose of it. Like, if we're talking about lunch, you could went lunch with anybody else. What's the reason you're meeting with them outside of work? Really just depends.
Okay.
I'm going to say no. Yeah, I'm going to say no.
And yet, y'all two both said having a work husband is a negative. That's cheating. But yet,
I'm married.
But if you're meeting with someone without your partner knowing, if you're doing that at work, you said that's a no. Mm-hmm. But outside of work, that's a yes.
Yeah.
Sometimes it'd be like
at work. Like I said, might at work, meaning we're in the building on the clock at work. Mm-hmm. I could be basically commanded to meet with this person. Hey, meet with Jenny at 5 to go over such and such a project, and it's just me and her in the conference room.
No, not commanded. Look. Hey. Semantics.
Or I just have to. I'm the supervisor, right? Yeah. I'm the manager. I need to meet with this department head to get something in order, and it's just me and that person in the conference room at work.
Okay.
That happens. You can't avoid that.
I've met with somebody to tell them to leave me alone before.
Okay, I don't think that's cheating. That's important. That's setting a boundary.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let me ask you this: is this cheating? Complaining about your partner to the other person?
Yes.
Yeah. Why are you doing that? Is it cheating to a person you're attracted to?
Well, it's not cheating. It's inappropriate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So there's no cheating involved there. Okay.
No cheating.
What about sharing knowing looks behind your partner's back?
Cheating.
Oh, come on.
I'm like,
all right. Saying things like, if I weren't in a relationship.
Cheating.
Also, I don't think that's cheating. It's inappropriate.
Okay.
I agree. And it also depends on who you're saying it to.
Okay. Well, let's say that's your man. I know it's your brother, but let's say that's your man, right? Yeah. And I know that's your man. But yet you tell me if I wasn't with my man, you'd have a chance, Danny.
That's wild.
Yeah. It's basically opening up. Yeah. So I'm going to go with yeah.
That's crazy. I feel like that you even set the tone for
you want them to know for some reason.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So we agree that that's cheating. Okay. What about maintaining contact with your exes?
Oh, I don't think that's
I think it is, especially if their current doesn't know about it.
Yeah.
You're hiding it purposely.
You're hiding it. Yeah.
Well, let's say if they know about it, but you're just maintaining a relationship with them, though.
But there's no secrecy.
They know about it. Okay. They're cool with it.
Nothing sexual happening either. They're good.
What about flirtatious joking?
Flirtatious joking.
Yeah.
Sample.
Yeah, I'm like.
Lamont, I like your gray sweatpants.
Again, bro, there's like levels on that dial. You don't just turn it all the way over.
I mean, I was trying to think of something that a woman would say. I don't know. Your beard looks nice today. I don't know.
There you go. See, that's a good one.
Okay.
And you can say, "Oh, beard shining." Okay.
Yeah.
No, I put some gel in that.
No, that's not cheating. Okay. I'm gonna ask this one anyway because it's on the thing. Creating a dating profile.
Come on now, bro, cheating.
Yeah.
What you want it for?
Trying to impress someone you have a crush on.
Are you in a relationship?
Yes.
I'm gonna go with you.
Yeah, you like. You
Yeah.
in the mood.
You taking active steps.
but you can have a
to
crush on,
impress this
but
person.
you can have a crush on Rihanna. I mean,
No, you ain't finna do nothing to get. How you gonna get around?
you gonna try to impress her somehow.
Reaching.
Okay, so it's not you. Okay.
That's what that is.
Telling someone you're single when you're not.
Cheating.
Sending someone photos of yourself.
Yeah, I'm
go with cheating. Yeah. You can go on social media. The same pictures on there.
Yeah, someone can just but you personally sending it to them.
Yeah.
Okay. Having secret friendships.
Secret friendships.
Anything with secret, I feel like it's cheating.
If it's like a real friendship, then it don't need to be secret. So I would say yes. That's almost like y'all just ain't fucked yet.
Well, okay, let's paint a scenario. Let's say your wife
Watch yourself.
Let's say your wife is very insecure, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you know she's insecure, but you got this female friend that she would not approve of you being friends with, but you really want to be friends with her, or you've had a history of being friends with her. Then what?
Had that, done that, ain't seen that woman in 30 years.
Good answer. Good answer.
Yeah, once you get to a certain point, like if it's just, I'll be honest, if it's just a girlfriend and this female friend you know has been around for a while, y'all really good, like you got to get to the point where this girlfriend is like earned the right to make that call, to be like, okay, I feel like this friendship you have with this girl is inappropriate.
Okay.
To do about it, right? But I feel like right off the back, y'all been together like a month or two, and it's like, I don't like that girl. Why you hang out with her so much? You need to chill. You ain't.
No rights.
Yeah,
You ain't got no rights yet.
yeah, you ain't done enough. You ain't filled that cup yet. You know what I'm saying? You need to fall back.
All right. What about discussing your intimate desires with someone who isn't your partner?
Oh,
Intimate desire. Yes.
Oh, that's cheating.
Only if the person
Isn't
is
it
of like the opposite sex and it's somebody you're.
So, like, if I'm talking to like my homegirl and I say something along the lines of, "Man, I wish my girl was here giving me some head," that's cheating, even though I'm not getting it from her.
It's still sexual innuendo.
Yeah, it's inappropriate. Very.
I think it opens the door. Yeah.
It opens the door. Opens the door to some head.
Yeah,
Like,
it's like,
I'll give you some head.
Right.
yeah, it's like when somebody's it's so hot.
Well, I can give you some. You know, I'm only 5 minutes away, right, bro?
It's so hard to take a shower, like that kind of shit. Or when you're on the phone with someone's like, yeah, I just got out the shower. That's what I'm saying. It's sexual innuendo.
Friend, I'm on the way. How about following inappropriate accounts on Instagram or other social media?
That is a good one. Is that cheating? I think that falls into the inappropriate, but it still depends on the level of your relationship with your significant other.
Okay.
And are you communicating with that person? If you're just stalking somebody.
Let's say
Well, you
you
said just follow.
let's say you just
Yeah,
follow
you're
it. You
just
just keeping
following them.
tabs. Just keeping tabs. You just want to see if they doing better without you. You know.
Oh, I thought you was talking about like Instagram. thoughts and
Yes.
stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They following them on Instagram.
Okay, but you say doing better,
Better without you. That means somebody you were with.
No,
Yeah.
you're talking about just
Okay.
Instagram baddies who have their pictures their asses in.
Well, what other inappropriate accounts would it be? You have to be
That's what I
somebody.
mean. Instagram thotties.
That's inappropriate.
If you got a girl, they get yes.
You can't wait. You can't follow a baddie account once you
Here's
have a
the thing.
girlfriend.
If I'm next to
Depends
you
on the level.
and you can't scroll, it's an issue.
There you go.
That's I
Perfect
like
example.
that answer.
Perfect example.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
if you
so
got
if I whip the phone out and I gotta
Yeah.
turn like this, I gotta turn like this to scroll.
Yeah, if you don't want her to see you doing it, then you know.
Girl, watch out! I'm over here trying to look at my
You
baddies.
already know it's wrong. Then why are you doing that?
Gotcha. What about giving your number to a stranger?
A stranger,
Yeah,
like somebody you just met, or
absolutely. You just met somebody of the opposite sex. Is it inappropriate to give your number?
Why you
Yes.
number?
Yeah, it depends on why.
I'm like, why?
Oh, okay.
Like, call me, I'll call her.
So business
Yeah. it's-
relationship.
Yeah.
I would imagine that's
reasons,
okay.
but-
Yeah.
What if you went out in a group outing and you met someone, y'all had a little bit of a vibe and energy? Oh, Lamont, hey, can I get your number? We keep in contact.
No,
Nah.
Yeah,
That's
I do
happened.
that.
Please.
that's happened. No,
Good man, Savannah.
ain't nobody said please. That's, if you say please, I'm gonna think you're a fucking weirdo. But
Give me your
Yeah, it's
motherfucking
happening.
number.
I'll be like, nah. Like, no, I'm very respectful of your wife. Clearly not. Clearly not.
We can't just be friends.
Yes, that's also bullshit, bro. That's all
we
bullshit. This is
Exactly.
Yeah. Until he slips up.
and like you like said, in what world is a woman gonna talk to a guy who she knows is married and wants to get his number and say we can be friends, even if she has a man? It's all super wild. And if she had a man, I'll be like, hey, bro, you know your girl just asked me for my number. That's what I would say.
Are you snitching? Oh shit.
No,
Okay.
I'm like, I'm looking out for a brother. Is what I'm doing.
Niggas don't look out for niggas. You snitching, man.
I look out for people because that's what I want to do, not because what I'm gonna get back. That's what I want to do.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
So
Now,
yeah.
now I'm gonna throw you in your own scenario.
Okay.
Let's say a guy approaches you and points at your wife and says, "Hey, by the way, bro, she tried to give me her number," and then he says her number to you. What do you do then?
Yeah, we're gonna have a discussion. Thanks, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, my wife gonna have a discussion.
You don't have it in the store. Yeah.
Yeah.
That car ride home gonna be interesting.
His face, the way he was just so hey, good looking, bro. Hey, we're gonna have a discussion. We, you know, about to be in that car like Ike and Tina.
That's all it is, bro. I'm not finna like cuss her out and all this shit in front of everybody. Now I'm gonna pull you all to the side. We can go to the car, or whatever, and we gonna have a discussion about this. You gonna have to explain this, and it better be believable.
Better be believed, because he knew young math.
Okay. Yeah. And if you, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this for sure.
Mm.
He could be lying, but so could she. With him having the number, that's a lot.
All right. What about stalking your crush online?
Stalking.
Yeah, you just actively stalking your crush. Just
That's weird.
No, you mean like you just looking at their old pages and shit all the time.
old pages, new pages. It's your crush. So yeah, looking at something that you almost could have had, but you didn't get it. But you're just looking.
He said,
You just look.
Same thing.
looking is like, okay, once out of
Wait! Don't brush over her stalking story. Spill those beans. I don't know when I'm gonna see you
I don't
again.
think you want to tell the story.
No, it was this African dude. Oh my
I
god.
hear
He's African, Nigerian, huh?
I don't even know. At the time, I didn't know nothing about that. I just knew.
How'd y'all meet? You sent him a money
He
order?
was in one of my classes.
Okay.
One of my classes. And he would just pop up at places I'm at. And then he would say weird stuff about knowing where I was at. And I was like,
What time frame is this, if you can say?
I was in 2004.
Oh, he was nasty with the technology, because that's what I'm thinking. Like, what year was this where he was able to do all this?
Yeah, damn.
Unless he was following me.
Yeah. Because today you got air tags and all kinds of crazy stuff.
Yeah,
But back then,
true.
20 years ago to be doing that, you was nasty.
Yeah,
You was
put in the
nasty.
legwork for
Yeah,
that
you had to
shit.
put some work in.
Maybe that's what scared me about it. Because I was like, he got to be following me. That's not.
That's a lot of effort.
Yeah.
So
Oh shoot.
That's wild.
I stayed in the house for a while.
Oh man, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. What about paying special attention to a particular person? That sounds too much like stalking. Yeah, we'll skip that one.
No, read it out.
Paying special attention to a particular person.
That's very general.
Yeah, we'll skip that one.
Yeah.
How about this one? I like this one. Always commenting on and liking a person's pictures.
So, I mean, I'm a little old school. I'm not even sure how offended I should be about that. But I think I would be only because the person's previous behavior doesn't do that. So, if, like, say we're talking about my wife, and my wife is suddenly doing that, it would be a red alert because she don't do that to anybody for anything. She never comments or something or likes or on anybody shit like that. So suddenly it's some regular, not even a movie star, or some shit like that, and just commented and liking on everything. Like it's a behavior change.
What do you mean regular? You mean like a regular person?
Yeah, like
Regular schmeckler.
yeah.
Okay. Like let's say if she
they don't exist, you see them in real life.
I was gonna say let's say you go to our former cameo. Let's say you went to the Pod Guides page and you just noticing saying wife alike. Go to another picture, wife alike. And be like,
Yeah, and they ain't never met. As far as I know, yeah, that's a
Yeah.
problem.
That conversation again?
we have to have a conversation about
All right. Hoping to make someone notice you in a romantic way.
I'm gonna go with yes.
And you in a relationship, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that means you like that person.
You can't just look good in front of somebody that you might be
you just
attracted
doing that
to.
'cause that's- Yeah, if you just doing that because that's just what you do.
Get their attention.
But if you trying to get a certain special person's attention, then yes.
Mm. How about asking someone personal or inappropriate questions? Is that cheating?
Cheating, you ever saying? And I mean, inappropriate.
Nah, I mean, it depends on what the question is. You know what I'm saying?
What that mouth do?
Yeah, that's a question.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one.
Eat food? Okay.
They shouldn't even answer a question like that. Somebody, if you got work somebody said with that mouth, you need to hit HR or something. Get that fool work out of here.
May I speak to your manager?
Okay, let's
Nah,
say.
because how you answer that stuff is how it handles it. If so, if he said with that mouth to you, you stupid. You're like, oh.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's say we got this pod and somebody hits you up and they say, "Oh, I like your pod" or something like that. And let's say you say to them, "Oh, you look pretty good. You want to be on the pod?"
I don't say anything to them.
Oh.
That email comes, I read it. Hey, baby, see this shit? And that's it.
What if they're like, "I'm a really big fan. Can I come on the pod and come see you?"
I'll probably give them your info.
Only if they look really good, all right?
Nah, like, I know you guys probably think this is extreme, right? But in a marriage, you have to like do this kind of stuff to eliminate like any kind of bullshit like this. Like you just kind of do it.
Well, yeah, you want to let them know what it is, so that way it don't come up later. Because look, hey, you see this live as I seen it come in. Like, oh, babe, check this out.
Yeah, if it's like, especially if it's an email that I can deem to see as inappropriate.
Yeah.
But if it's like, say, from a woman, she don't say nothing about her looks or whatever. She says, hey, I see you guys' pod's coming up, blah, blah, blah. I'll be in Dallas on this day. I would love to come to be on the pod. And I look at, she's got kind of a following. Yeah, I'm probably going to respond and do that, but my wife's going to know about it all. So.
Okay. Smoking hot, and you show it to your wife. What if your wife says no, but she's got over 100,000 followers, and her being on the pod could take us to the next level? What decision do you make then?
Wouldn't say no.
Just hypothetically, let's say
She says no, she can't be on the podcast.
She's like, no.
Just from looking at her?
Yeah, like, no. Why is she gonna be on that
She
pod?
can't make that call. Only call she can make is that I can't be on the podcast, but she can't say she can't be on the podcast. You get what I'm saying?
No.
Okay.
All to myself.
So she come on as a guest, and whoever else comes, and she won't let me come. That's something she can make the call on. She can't say someone can't
Understand that.
Oh, so you be like, Danny, I got this fire coming through. Hold it down.
Nah, we would argue about that shit though. We would argue about that shit. So you can come in here and sit off camera if you want to, and make sure nothing happened. Give her all the stink eyes you need to. You know what I'm saying? But this will help the channel. So if it'll help you feel better, bring your ass on.
Okay.
Help me.
But let's make this thing work. There's compromise. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, if after all that she's still like, no, I don't want to be there. I want to see her. You can't go. I'm gonna be like, okay, I'm not gonna go, but you owe me. You owe me. You know what I want.
Next point.
All right. The second to last one, because I got a bonus one. Turning to someone else for your emotional needs when your relationship is rocky.
Yes.
Depends.
Really?
Is it another woman?
Oh,
I'm assuming it's
Sure.
Or another man?
Sure. Let's say it's a
If it's
woman.
a home, I mean, girls do that shit. That's why they're emotionally
No,
mature.
let's say it's a female friend of yours.
A female friend?
Yeah.
Is this like a lifetime female friend? Like,
I mean,
we got-
I would imagine it
again,
is
we
if
got a
it's
long
still
20-year resume
I was
of
gonna say if it's a female friend, it must be somebody from that long. You're not making new female friends, really.
You're right about that.
So
Okay.
So
See,
it's
I ain't got none of those. But let's say I did have a long-term friend,
yeah.
and I talked to her about it to try to get a friend's perspective. I would think my wife wouldn't love it,
Yeah.
but I don't think she would be upset if it's established that this is really a long-time,
Yeah. And you're-
20-plus year friend. with a
Yeah,
long
and
resume
you're
of
just
not
looking-
having
you're-
sex with
Look,
me. That's
the
what it is.
relationship is rocky, and you're just trying to get a female perspective from a friend. That's fine, right?
But it has to be a friend that, again, we brought this home. You have never had sex with, and you've never had sex with.
But what if she deleted her Hoeness? Like that callback?
I know, but she still fucks you. You can't delete that, nigga.
And man, fell off like credit report. It's all good. Spent some time. 7 years, 10 years, how long?
I think you could do it in that, but there's like a situation. Like I said, there's got to be, again, a long history of actual true friendship with that person, and then then it would let it slide. They probably still wouldn't like it, right? But just like vice versa. If my wife had a long-term male friend, which she will fucking never, but let's say she had a long-time male friend, it would be the same. I probably would be a little uncomfortable with it, almost like, telling people our business kind of shit.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I understand this is actually a friend and you're just trying to confide in some shit. But at the same time, it's a little bit different because a lot of times when dudes are your friend, they just waiting in line to fuck.
You think it's a nigga that would have been waiting 20, 30 years?
I chased off a friend of hers one time.
Yeah.
This nigga was, dude, let me tell you the story.
Okay, go ahead.
There's this dude, she was pregnant. I'm not even sure which one of our children she was pregnant.
Okay.
I think it was the first one.
Okay.
There's this dude that hung around all the time, was her friend, her work friend. She actually thought this nigga was her friend.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't like this motherfucker. I tried to tell my wife about it. She ain't listen to me. This motherfucker shows up at the baby shower, right? Chilling at the baby shower. And I don't like this shit. I'm fucking with this nigga, kind of threatening him on the low, doing shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And my wife catches me do it. And she's like, leave him alone, blah, 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 right? This nigga looked at me and was like, hey, laughed like, yeah. I was like, When he did that, okay. I caught that nigga coming out of work. I went up to my wife's job because that's where he was from work. I caught that nigga coming out of work. He was going like, I like literally watched him walk up this fucking street, and I pulled up on his ass and jumped out the car, threatened him, told him to ever speak to my wife again, I'll fucking kill you. And he disappeared. And I didn't tell my wife what happened until 10 years later. She's like, that's what happened to him? Yep.
And that was so that might have been the work husband.
Might have been, but I took care of that shit.
That might have been a work husband. Okay. All right.
But that's what you got to do. You hear your significant other, think about this too. You hear your significant other bringing up a certain person's name, the story is a little too much.
Mm-hmm.
You might have to check that shit. Even if nothing happens, you just threaten that nigga. Hey, bro, I know nothing happened.
Just threaten that nigga.
But if anything ever does happen, I'm going to fucking kill you. This is your warning right now. I know your whole name and shit because I got it from her.
Jesus.
Damn.
And then she'll tell your wife and she'll be like, why you do that? Like, yeah, babe, I'm sorry. Got it.
Nah, 10 years later, I'm a respect that. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't tell her about that shit till 10 years later.
You might. I was say you might have got some draws from that. She's probably like, oh damn, what, my baby a gangster.
We had sex a whole lot. That's why we have so many fucking kids. So
Yeah.
I guess I just didn't. If I was getting a little more, I didn't notice.
Yeah. Nah, you probably got her moist with that one. She was like, So bonus question, final one. Is it inappropriate to keep or maintain a shared login? Like, say, for like a streaming service or something. You know how like people leave a Netflix or something on your thing, or you got somebody's Disney Plus login. Is that inappropriate to keep an ex's login information when you're in a relationship?
That's free.
I was gonna say that's free
Nobody
stuff.
can complain about you. There's no like contact between you and that person.
If you ain't changed your password, that's on you.
Yep.
Okay.
That's what that is. We're not really sharing.
Exactly.
Damn.
I'm watching TV.
But is it like the email address you both check?
No, I'm just talking about like streaming things, like, you know, but let's say you still logged into the Spotify and you can still listen to the music. You still logged into the Netflix.
Now,
Like,
if they
hell
keep
yeah.
calling you to update every time they change the password, that's a problem.
okay.
Yeah.
But I mean that would fall under maintaining contact or whatever. But let's say you had no contact, but the login is still working.
And everything doesn't change or doesn't.
Nothing changed.
No, ain't no problem with that.
Most likely, they don't even know.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a come up. Thank you.
Okay.
That's bonus.
All right. Well, it was a bonus question.
Hey, what we want to watch today? What we watching today?
All right. Well, yeah. I wasn't expecting that response from you
Nah,
guys.
that's a good one. Shit, I would. I've been wanting Paramount Plus. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, yeah, I know, right? That next season of Halo coming
That's
out.
the one I refuse to pay for. Paramount Plus, they show something, I'm like, I want to watch that, but fuck that, I'm not paying.
Yeah, I'm not paying for that shit. I want a Peacock login. I'm waiting for that. I still ain't seen that Fresh Prince.
Same. I heard it was real good. Too.
Yeah. They just got renewed for a third season.
You got Pika?
I have all the streaming networks.
Oh, we about to get you a pen and paper.
All right, bet.
Because we have established, babe, that is not inappropriate to get that password for somebody else. So. You know,
that was awesome.
All the nosy shows my wife loves to watch, which I like to call them like NCIS and NCIS. That's what I call nosy people shows. She will binge that shit all day. So
why is it a nosy person show?
Because you like to know what the hell other people are doing. That's why you watch that show.
I like those. They don't hurt me.
Yeah, what women don't like them shows. Y'all like all them nosy shows, investigating murders, like all kinds of stuff where it's just y'all love all that shit.
48 Hours is dope. I like that.
It is.
I like that too. Eddie Murphy and Nick Nolte.
Oh, not the movie we talking about.
One where they like terrible bloody murders.
Yeah.
And they got 48 hours to try to solve them.
Never seen it. Was that come on?
Show Dexter.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of when y'all said 48 hours. I was actually gonna say I watch shows like Dexter.
Sort of, but actually I like Dexter up until his wife. When his wife got killed.
Rita got killed. Yeah. That was the best season. Trinity Killer.
Yeah, then after that I was like,
Wait, did you watch the entire thing?
Yeah.
Including New Blood?
No, I didn't watch New Blood.
Did you watch New Blood?
No.
Spoiler alert.
No, I'm not gonna spoil it. I recommend you watch it. It's a one-off season, but it closed the Dexter chapter.
I heard it was trash.
I liked it. I thought it was good. It was first of all, I'll say this. Was it the best ending it could have been? No. But was it better than the original series ending? Yes. That original series ending was trash. Did y'all watch the entire original series?
They're just gonna sew it up. Actually, I don't think I saw the very last season. I don't think
I did.
I don't remember.
It was a mid.
Yeah, rides off and fakes his death into the fucking thing, and then he becomes a lumberjack at the end. Yeah, like that shit was corny. Like,
and the beard effect was terrible too.
Yeah, giving away his son to his girlfriend. Not even like no real attachment.
They were on strike or something. Like,
no, they just
all the time.
They got lazy.
Shows are good, and then they just. I mean, even the great Game of Thrones fell to this. God. It's great, and then.
So you watched Game of Thrones all the way through?
A couple times, nigga. Yes. Jesus.
Okay. When was the last time you watched it all the way through?
Maybe a year ago.
So you didn't think that the last season got better the second, third time watching it? I feel like
it was better the second time.
I was gonna say mainly
because now when you watch it all the way through, the consistency is there a little.
Yeah.
Like it was because the storytelling in the beginning of it was so good. You could watch one episode a week or a month or whatever.
Yeah.
And everything's still like coherent.
You know what I felt like rewatching it? I felt like the first time I ran through the series finale, like the last season, it felt rushed. But when I watched it the second time, it didn't feel as rushed, and it actually felt more, like you said, it felt more cohesive.
It still felt rushed.
And I liked the way it actually wrapped up. Like I didn't like the way it wrapped up the first time, but then after going through it a second time with a second vision.
For me, the second time was even more, the wrap was even more ridiculous. Like really? Yeah, because I could really think about like what happened in these decisions I make. Like, who else would be better than Brett the Broken? It sounded even stupider the second time. But yeah, I still enjoyed the series.
Why else did I come all this way?
I know, like. So nigga, you knew this whole time. I was thinking you had all these people die. This will sit in his chair straight faced.
Yeah.
You're a good guy, Theon.
Yeah.
Oh man.
See, that's why I don't like getting into really popular shows that are that long, because the ending is always disappointing. Always.
Let me think of one.
You always have something in your head of some things that you would like to see.
Yeah. I was gonna say most shows, they usually either end too soon or they end too late most of the time. The only shows I felt that had a solid wrap up were shows like Sopranos, The Wire, Breaking Bad.
That shit literally went to black in the middle of a conversation.
He died.
No, he didn't. He was talking.
He died.
That's supposed to be like, juxtaposition, the black screen, and it literally is talking, and then it goes off. That's it.
Yeah, because if you go back and watch that last season, when him and Bobby was on the boat, Bobby asked him, "What do you think happens when you die?" And Tony even says, "I don't know, maybe quiet, just goes black.
So you think somebody blew his head off right there?
Yeah, they came right through the door, took him out. Remember, he took out the New York boss that same episode.
Okay, it's possible, but they didn't make that shit clear.
They did earlier. Go back and watch it again. When they on the boat, he asks Tony, "What do you think?"
Go back and watch it. That's bad storytelling.
But he says, but they left the Easter egg in there. They said, "What do you think happens when you die?" And he says, "I don't know. It's probably quiet and gets dark." And then look, literally what happened.
I think you would hear the gunshot for a split second or something.
Depends on how you get shot.
If it's from a distance, maybe.
If you get shot, if you get shot up close and it's just loud,
yeah,
It's
there's nothing to see. It's just
but
instant.
it wasn't up close. So you could see there was nobody there.
How do you know if it's somebody there? You heard the doorbell from somebody coming in the thing, but then right before that, you also seen somebody go to the bathroom. And you know the old mob movies, they go to the bathroom, get the gun, all that kind of shit.
Yeah, if you got to piece all that together, though, again, bad storytelling.
You just missed that part about the boat.
Some of those are the best stories where you really got to pay attention and put it all together yourself.
Yeah.
Those ones.
Yeah, I don't want it to be so blatantly easy.
Bro, when I'm done with that shit, I want to move on. I want to still be thinking and dreaming about that.
I thought it was artistic because it literally, he looked up and it just went to black and it was quiet. That was the only episode that didn't end with any kind of music.
Could be, bro.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it's badly done.
Okay. He ain't going back to check.
I'm hungry.
You hungry?
Me too.
Okay, well.
3.
Is there a... Oh, there you go.
Oh.
Take it away.
I'm hungry. Like, you ain't really got nothing around here, though, but fast food joints and whatnot.
Oh.
Which brings me to my next subject.
I see what you did there.
Answers that question.
We're going to talk something about a little bit more serious here. Food deserts in the hood. For y'all who don't know what food deserts are, it's basically you can't get anything healthy, and the breadth or the range of the foods you can buy are really limited in hood areas. If you live in one, if you're here in Dallas, you probably got at least a chicken somewhere close by.
Or you got to go a few miles to get to an actual grocery store.
And then when you get there, the selection is bad. You can compare your grocery store to the same grocery store in another neighborhood only 5 miles away. And what you can get there as far as fruits and vegetables and stuff is crazy. And there's no, I know I used to see this when I was coming up, and I don't really see it now. Those farmers markets where they will be outside the grocery store, set up somewhere where you get all your fresh fruits and vegetables. You don't see that no more. I don't see that anywhere anymore. I think it actually costs you more money to be poor. There is actually a study done on this where a guy studied 2 people who worked at the same place. He bought one guy a $100 pair of expensive boots, and the other guy a cheap pair of like $20 boots, right? The guy with the $100 boots was able to work the whole distance. I think it was like a year with the same pair of boots, whereas the $20 guy had to replace those boots 8 times because they were cheap.
Yeah.
So it actually cost him more money being poor. But because he didn't have enough money, all he could do was afford those $20 pops at a time. Whereas somebody who had money could spend a little bit more money. And we've all experienced this where you buy, for me, it's like I have a lot of t-shirts that I sleep in or otherwise. Cheap ones you get from Walmart, them things start falling apart after a few washes or whatever. But I'll just spend, $40 on a nice t-shirt. I'm like, $40, damn.
Yeah.
But
It lasts
6 months later, that thing still looked like I just took it out the package after a few washes.
Man, you're right.
So it does actually cost more, which leads to the food desert thing. It's actually costing you more money to eat badly than it does to be healthy.
Oh, especially in the long run when you start having to go to the hospital.
Because some medical bills or whatnot.
Yeah. It's strategic.
Do you think it's on purpose?
I do think some of it's on purpose because I've seen too many grocery stores, or even if it's like a CVS or a Family Dollar that might have some fresh fruits in it, some fresh vegetables, they close them down. Sorry, this is getting my nerves. They close them down. They don't give you any type of warning. In just 2 days, it's closed. Walmart on Wheatland, I don't know if it's considered Duncanville or Dallas. That thing was closed within a week. They just put everything on sale and closed that Walmart. So that was the only grocery store there, and the next one is further down on Wheatland, but more towards one of the recreation centers, but it's a few miles down that way. There's no other store over there. So now what they're trying to do is they had to basically give these people like $53 million to build another grocery store on, I think it's like 87 and 20 of the Red Bird Mall.
No, yeah. Okay.
When they were offering $3 million, nobody would come and put a grocery store over there.
That mall was dead and empty for a minute.
So they're basically saying, we're not going to come in and give you guys anything unless y'all give us some money.
Keep eating that fried chicken and Jack in the Box. And
Yeah.
buying Twinkies and soda. That's
Four for $4 from Wendy's.
Hey, don't hate on 4 for 4, bro.
Hey, man.
That shit
I
saved my
don't.
life a couple times.
I don't.
Yeah.
Them things is clutch.
For real. And you know what? They don't do much down here. But we are in, a Republican state. So that changes a lot. Where I was from, they had started a lot of initiatives. Like one of the things was the local grocery stores working with what we call the corner stores.
Bodegas.
Yeah, to bring fresh fruits. And they had a contract. And they had a little refrigerator. And last time I went, I was surprised to see this. It's there. It's not a lot, but it's available and fairly priced. You could they have mobile deliveries that will bring food from the farmers markets, or you can pay for a co-op, like $50 a month. You can have your fruits and vegetables delivered. What else do they have? Just the mobile veggie vans. They got that there.
Mobile veggie vans?
Yeah.
Damn, that sounds pretty dope.
Yeah. What else do they have?
I was gonna say, how affordable is that though with all this inflation? Because it sounds like it'd be kind of pricey, honestly.
Well, it's affordable because it's federally funded. So they're able to have affordable prices.
Because it's supplemented by the government a little bit.
Basically, SNAP program. I forget whether they're doing this here or New York. They're trying to make, I think it was New York, where up to $50 a day, your money is worth more if you're able to get your food from a farmer's market. So if you pay $50, they give you $50, so you get $100 with your SNAP benefits. So plenty can be done. It's just that nobody trying to give up money here because y'all got to pull yourselves up by your bootstraps here.
I said this thing to my wife the other day, man, I can't pull my bootstraps up if you cut them every time I tighten them, bitches. Every time I yank on them, they're like...
Yeah.
And I made the bootstraps. I should get something free. Saying.
Jeez.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Damn. But I've always thought so, man, because, like, I grew up in the hood and hood areas, and ain't nothing really around except for there's maybe one grocery store, maybe two. The other one's real far away. And it's a whole lot of corner stores and a whole lot of fast food joints. And it's almost like all you wind up eating, and you basically develop bad food habits. And it's fine when you're young, but when you get older,
Yep.
catch up to you. Then you start paying for it. And another way, which is like you said, just makes it even more expensive to eat poorly. So then you get older, you're trying to undo all of that. I'm seeing you hitting the gym trying to eat healthy.
Yeah.
We all did it.
Back.
I can't get healthy, man. My wife likes me to be fat and happy.
She's like, eat all the chicken you want.
She's like,
I'm gonna love you no matter what.
Sandwich with some chips with that. Soda, here you go. I bought you some cookies from the store.
Damn, not fried chicken. Not fried chicken and the soda. Goddamn.
Eating good.
And the soda, yep.
Yeah, you got a good life insurance policy, huh?
Actually, I do.
Yeah, she's
'Cause
trying to
I believe in life insurance.
yeah, she's trying to get paid. No, I'm
go
playing.
fun.
Well, you can, get paid off that life insurance. You can borrow against yourself, all that. I wish I knew that when I was younger.
We never did that. Borrowed against our life insurance. We borrowed against like a 401k or something, but not like life insurance and stuff like that. Nah. We keeping all that in there. We trying to leave something for the kiddies besides, bills.
Yeah.
So in a house and all that stuff. But at the same time, you kind of want to enjoy your life. My wife is trying to tell her parents that, like, hey, don't try to leave all this stuff to set up your grandkids. And all that.
Don't
They
worry
trying
about
to do
that.
all that. Trying to leave the house for us. Like, look, we all own our own houses. If anything, we can Airbnb yours. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, sell that bad boy, take the money, go on the road, and go visit all the places you wanted to go. Because life is about experiences before you die. You know what I'm saying? Not that they close to death. I'm not saying that. But I'm just saying, go out there and live. Y'all done. I'm sure y'all watching. Y'all done lived enough. Y'all done helped enough. Helped the grandkids, all of us enough. Like, do something for yourselves. We'll be okay. Don't worry about it. All right, that's my little rant.
Yeah, and wife just hook me up 5%, and instead of water, I make sure I give them soda. We'll push that deadline up. Not
Damn.
it be your own people. Not people like, where the water at? Nah, bro, sun kiss.
Sorry, today.
It really, you when it comes to the health thing though,
Fago root beer. Nah.
Because even when it comes to like health insurance and whatnot, I saw something online. I think you were telling me about this, and I looked at it. There's like a real cheap health plan that they like talking about on social media, making people go out there and get. I know my sister here is pretty much an expert on that sort of stuff, so we kind of want to tell people like, hey, watch out. I mean, if you get medical coverage for, was it $32, something like that?
Yeah, I think they put it on during one of the Cowboys games. It was $30 some. Initial plan was $17. And if you're 20, maybe you can get away with that. You don't go to the doctor, nothing. But if you older than, I would say 25, do not get that. You are going to have the highest co-insurance. Like I'm talking about 40 to 60%. Meaning if you go to the hospital and you stay, that's how much you're paying, 40 to 60% of that bill. You cannot stay in a hospital bed, don't eat, don't get no services, nothing for less than $1,000 a day. You cannot.
Stay in the hallway, drink water.
Stay in the waiting room.
Yep. And then don't let you need anything when you leave. Equipment, home care, nobody's gonna be a network. No agency is gonna accept your HIX plan. It's called Health Exchange, HIX. Do not buy it. It's really that simple.
Yeah, hey, listen, drop that knowledge.
I'm always short, sweet, and to the point.
Yeah.
Because, dude, medical is so expensive, bro. With all these, well, now my kids are older, so I really don't have to pay for the medical expenses of 2. Technically close. I'm still paying for 4. Come on, let's be real. But it's crazy expensive. It always has been. But I've had to use it only a few times for myself with the whole. You remember the story?
Yeah.
But it is definitely important to have that with the right kind of coverage. If you guys had any, I know Danny had his little thing. You had any medical coverage, any medical issues that you had to pull out your insurance for and realize you wasn't covered for shit?
No, because I'm prepared. I utilize that HSA, the FSA. If you have a choice between flexible spending account, health savings account, always get health savings account, because a flexible spending account does not roll over from year to year. You have to use it at the end of the year. So if you can put your whole deductible, $4,000, and then go to the doctor, you got to buy a whole bunch of crap online.
Drop some knowledge.
HSA rolls over every year, never expires. So if you put in too much money this year, next year don't put in any money.
I bought these for my, I thought I had my glasses on. I wear glasses, sorry guys. I bought my glasses with my HSA. Yeah, about to her. Them was, listen, it comes in clutches for everything from healthcare stuff to birth control, or, if you're Plan Bs, condoms.
What?
Yeah.
Tampons. No, I'm like,
He wasn't doing none of that.
All that cool stuff.
So it has a whole lot of buku stuff, a lot of stuff. And they have like polarized sunglasses too, like the name brands if you like name brands.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And it eliminates surprise bills.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Because coming out of pocket, even a few $100s just to go to emergency room.
Bro, ask me how I know.
Yes, absolutely. You get that explanation of benefits. Look at it.
I'm bringing my own aspirin with. No.
We'll look at you run all the time.
They'll try to take that from you. Like, oh, you can't take that here.
It's not high enough dosage. They'll get a big 500 milligram joint. Like, you can't. You got to take these. You can't just take
Horse
4.
pill.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nah, if I'm spending that much money on some pills, give me the strong shit. I want to be in La La Land.
Those cost even more.
Yeah. Shit, fuck it. I just go home and just have a gummy and just call it a day. Just go home and have a gummy. I'm good. I self-medicate. Yeah.
Does a gummy really help you out? Like when you take a gummy, you really like, I'm good.
It's I would imagine it's a great muscle relaxer with some funnies. Well, because I'm already kind of silly, so when I'm on a gummy, I'm relaxed, but everything is elevated to a whole nother level, like comedy wise. I can watch let's say, talk about Rush Hour. You get kicked in the face. Which one of y'all did that? And I might be bawling out laughing for like 5 minutes.
Speaking of
I've had a
gummies,
bad trip because of
public service announcement.
Oh,
It is-
don't ruin them for me.
No. This is not help you.
Okay.
Delta 9 is legal, not Delta 8. Just saying.
what? I thought there was other. Delta 9 is we what weed's called, right? And I thought Delta
Technically.
8 was like the chemical version.
No.
There's still
different-
Delta 8 here. It's
Yes,
legal,
they
isn't
do. It's legal. So, if you ever get tested and they say it's positive and they haven't tested specifically for which strain, I'm just saying that might be a good thing.
it? Like, oh no, it's a Delta 8. That's saying the Delta 8's not as strong.
Gotcha. I'm THC man over here. That Delta stuff. Don't do that.
How you talking about like chilling, though, bro? I had a bad trip one time off some weed, man. Watching Belly. Remember Belly?
Couldn't have been worse than when we was watching How High. But go ahead, tell the belly story.
That was a good
well, see,
movie
we
to
was
watch
just
during
laughing.
that, yeah.
That wasn't a bad high. We was just laughing.
It was bad for your brother, but go ahead, tell the belly.
I remember that. Oh damn, yeah.
He hated us.
Yeah, he did.
Never hanging
We
out
were
with
high as hell
motherfuckers
watching
again.
How High and just bothering the shit out of my little brother, man. Yeah, good times.
He was bullying his little brother. Every little funny part. You see this shit? Just smacking him, and he's just like, I can see it. Get off
Oh
me.
man, yeah.
That's an old movie.
But it's man.
Because we were still in high school when we was high watching that. Same movie.
It's a great movie.
I saw a lot of stuff I didn't see before.
Yeah,
And that-
just like they did. We still high off the ivory. But tell the belly story.
Oh yeah. So I was remember when I had that little office over by Fry's Electronics?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. So I was sitting in there, sitting back, watching Belly, just smoking, high as hell, right?
Yeah.
Watching the movie, mostly enjoying it until you get to the end part, where Buns comes out with the guns, gonna shoot that priest,
Yeah.
and the priest starts talking to him. I'm like,
Yeah. Talks him off the edge.
yeah. I was like, man, that's fake. That's not real. And I'm like, nothing's real. Is this even real? Am I even here? Oh, I was like, oh shit. So I ran outside.
Yeah.
Bro, I ran like all the way down to the Fry's Electronics, came back. I was
Yeah.
barefoot. I was like, I'm feeling gonna get high.
Oh my God. Yeah, you had a real reaction
I
for
was
real.
super high, bro. I was mad. I thought something was in it.
Man.
Got back to my little office thing and just passed out.
Hey, that was some low key fun times in that office. The shit, I think that was like home for me for like 2 weeks. I think I did some shit, got kicked out.
Shit, me too.
Oh yeah. That was that little AMP and was clutch middle of the night when you hungry.
Oh yeah, he had to walk down the hill in the cold.
Did
It's
you-
never really cold in San
Didn't
Diego.
you used to like walk there with like a katana blade or some shit?
sure
You used to
did.
walk like
I
this
had
nigga
no
thought he
gun.
was Jubei from Ninja Scrolls.
I didn't have a gun, so I literally walked down the street with a sword in my
I
hand.
mean, did you know how to use it?
Hit him with the point.
Oh, it's just
Oh Lord.
yeah, okay. And so
No, like I had
dangerous.
actually paid like a few $100s for this. This is one of those like
No, it was
practical
nice.
katana,
Nice sword.
like a real one. I had the water soap stone and all that. I still got that one.
Yeah, it's one of them swords where he didn't even have to use it. If you just see some nigga walking down the hill
That's what I'm
with a
saying. You look
katana blade,
dangerous.
you're not gonna fuck with him.
All black,
Yeah.
It's all black, black sheep, black handle,
Yeah.
all that stuff.
And by the time you would get to that store, it's not like you were smiling because you was already mad about the hike. So he probably had a look on my face like, you know, it's like you see somebody like that with a sword, you just gonna hold the door for him like, I'm sorry, bro.
The gas station guys, I was like, "What's up, man?" I was like, "Man,
Like, hey, I just thought about it. You come here with a sword, they probably think you about to try and take them out.
I go back there, get a Slurpee, and get some chips, some hot Cheetos or some shit.
Yeah.
Walk back up to the hill.
It's funny how like certain things look more dangerous. Like they probably was more scared of you with a katana blade than if you had a gun on your waist.
No, because like, what kind of crazy nigga?
Yeah, because it's like, you know, a gun is like, you know, somebody shoot you, it's like, okay, I got shot. But a katana blade, it's like this motherfucker might take some limbs off. Like,
It's just what I had, and it was in that area is a wild area. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Oh man,
Look at us.
and then they go out of business.
The fries?
Yeah. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. You know, I'm gonna share a little jealous story real quick. The fact that I hated how Fry's was like my Disneyland as far as like stores. I loved to go in Fry's, and to this day, I was still so upset that Lamont and my boy Rico both got a job there, and I never could get hired there. I could build computers, I could make websites, I had a retail background, and that just could never get hired at Fry's. But this nigga and Rico got in there like it was nothing, and I was always such a hater about that.
Shit, I almost got fired from there because I threatened this white dude I was working with.
Yeah.
And it was the way he was talking to me, like telling me to do shit. So I'd like told that nigga like, "Hey man, you talk to me like that, yeah, I'm gonna beat your motherfucking ass." He's like, and he
Told on you, yep.
he went told on me.
Went snitched.
But they still didn't do nothing because I mean I don't really know why they didn't do nothing. But I definitely threatened to whoop that nigga ass.
Yeah.
But he did chill the fuck out after that, so it was cool.
Well, you probably couldn't do nothing unless you actually did something. That's probably why they didn't fire you.
I did tell him, like I confirmed it. He came to ask me, "Did you say that to him?" Yes. What? Because he was pissing me off.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, the best time to apply for a job that you've applied for multiple times is when they're desperate. And they've had a lot of people quit.
Well, I guess probably every time I tried to get a job there was when I was desperate. That's probably what it was for me. It was when I needed a job. I didn't go like when they needed the employees.
That's how it always is when you need a job. Ain't nobody hiring, bro.
Yeah.
Random question. What was the best job you ever had?
That's a good question. It's a very good question.
I want everybody to answer it too.
Like overall best?
Yeah.
I don't. It's gonna sound cheesy, but probably I would say the early stages of my current job because of the time period. You know, coming out of the pandemic, going all the way out to New Hampshire, and it was like a real like close circle. It was like only like a dozen of us, and we was all like in this area that we didn't know anything about, so we all kind of like lived together almost like a family. We all had like the whole floor of like a hotel.
Like a family, or like real world.
Huh? Like a real world family. Like we was like thugging it out like on some college dorm stuff. Like we had a whole hotel, you know, everybody had their own room and everything. After like 3 months I went and eventually got my own apartment, but like those beginning stages, it was like we was out there just like thugging it, you know. We hotel rooms, everybody doing these little jobs. It was like a close knit, you know. We get off work, we all go sit down at a restaurant. It was like, it was chill because we all was the only people we knew, but we was also making so much money and it was such a good vibe that it was like nothing negative. It was like nobody was stepping over anybody. It wasn't the kind of job where you have to worry about somebody talking shit about you. Like we all looked out for one another. So it was just like a real good camaraderie, you know. So yeah, I would say that was probably the best one.
Oh, for me, I would say probably one of my college jobs in catering, just because I was young, I could work as much as I wanted to. I like talking to people, like I like being around. So yeah, definitely a catering job. And then I got tips and stuff for bartending. So I did bars. So yeah, you know, my frequency, you know, people would come, you know, and bless the bottle, you know. Appreciate y'all.
You want me to go or you gonna go last?
I'll go. Mine was actually college too. Hollywood Video.
Oh,
wow. I could read like 4 movies. I'm telling you, I watched every movie that I could watch, everything that wasn't in English for the hell of it. Yeah. Literally, I would rent 4 movies, watch them, take them back the next day, and just for some reason I was just really into movies at that time. Just watched everything.
I can see that being a fun environment to work.
Yeah, mine's hard. I got 2.
Jesus.
I would say number 1 was when I met Danny, me being a manager at GameStop. we had a good ass times doing that shit. Yeah. And even after he left there, I was still in. So we had we did a lot. Let's put it like that. Yeah. We did a lot, made some money doing that shit too.
Good times.
It was connected to a GameStop too. So I got to rent the games too.
Yeah, well, we didn't rent games. Well, GameStop, if you work there, I don't know if they do that now.
Oh, it's free.
You can just take them home.
Yeah, you can take them home, and you'd have to bring it back eventually. But yeah.
Yeah, like when the PlayStation 2 came out, the biggest game launch ever. We got the PlayStations in like a week before they were actually released, and I think I took mine home. I let Danny get his. Mm-hmm. I got one for my little brother and 2 other people that was working there. We all had PlayStations a week before they was even available. Thank God there wasn't the internet back then.
Oh yeah, that shit would have got banned.
That shit would have been banned. That shit would have literally got
flagged, all kinds
We'd
of
all
shit.
got fired and
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
So that was a good one. But my next favorite job was actually with the job that got me out here was when I was at Radio Shack. I was like the lead trainer.
Throwback.
I worked at Radio Shack Corporate, and I was like the lead trainer for their cell phone repair program, and I just traveled all the time. Not only that, I was like an executive, so I was like, I pull up in like anybody's market, and everybody was bound down. District managers, everybody was like, oh shit, dude. I remember one time when this is in Seattle.
Yeah.
I pulled up to Seattle, just standing outside before the store opened, talking with some of the other employees. District manager pulls up, starts talking shit off top to everybody. Get in there. I said, okay, we'll see. But I was waiting outside for another corporate lady who was coming to see me.
Yeah.
So she came, and he was like, "You're Lamont?" I'm like, "Yeah." Man, the look on his face, gold. And then I took I know he's mad about it, but I did it anyway. I had a corporate card, and I took like all his employees, like snatched them up early and took them out to eat. He was mad. We shut the store down and everything. And then I took his lead tech guy and me and that corporate lady, and we went to the restaurant up in DiNero and didn't bring his ass with us.
Oh.
All over the country. That's where I was working when I dropped in on you and Dad on that time. That's when I was just traveling on them. And then I went to Hawaii. I remember everybody was like, "You should go get in the water." And I was like, my number one fear in life, maybe number two, but my number one fear in life for sure is getting eaten by a shark. And so to make sure that doesn't happen, you just don't get in the water.
Don't put yourself in a position to get eaten by a shark.
Now the people out there that say, "Oh, there's a net out there and it keeps the sharks out," so you're confirming that there's sharks there. Right? That's what I. Right. That's what I.
All I heard was net. I'm like, that ain't enough reinforcement for me.
What kind of net? What material?
I'm like net.
Oh, there was a hole.
I'm like, you shoot a wet enough shot and that rips on a basketball rim. I'm like, nah, I'm good.
So I was like, nah, I'm good. So I'm sitting there on the beach, fully clothed. I don't even have like Hawaii shit on. I got like jeans and a polo on. I'm sitting there taking a picture, like, here I am in Hawaii.
Wow. I out there to have fun at all. You up there burning up.
Now I had a good time. The problem was like, Hawaii is like 7 or 8 hours ahead or behind, something like that. So every time I went to bed and like I'm just dying tired, I look at the clock, it's like 5. I'm like, oh, shit. I go to sleep, I wake up, it's like 2 a.m.
Yeah.
So I go to the Applebee's, right? And what is it? It's just filled with American expats. It's like 2 a.m. and the place is packed.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of Americans. Yeah. It was crazy. And then that place had a gang of panhandlers and whatnot that were pretty rich. Like, they look healthy. Like, you ain't look like you ain't missed no meals, bro.
Right.
You ain't got no dirt under your nails, you know what I'm saying?
Listen.
Like, you got lipstick on. You know what I'm saying?
There was a lady that they found, she died. They found just rolls and rolls of money on her. She $1,000 homeless lady. She had money.
But that was my favorite job. And then, have Radio Shack. Radio Shack went down. I rode that whale until it fell off, baby. That was a good job.
So you were there as they closed?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got the phone call. They was like, so, because at the time I was Ford. That was like a car they gave me.
Yeah.
I love that. And I didn't need it. But so I looked and seen it as one of the perks. I was like, hey, so, because up on the parking lot, there's just all these cars out there. And one day we had like a bunch of people in at the corporate office. So I actually had to park on the top shelf. I looked up there, there's like Lamborghinis and Porsches and all these cars looking brand new. I'm like, oh, is it, a bunch of executive shit? They're like, oh no, these are just the executive car rentals. I said, you said executive. So that means I can get one. Yeah, let me looked at the list. Yeah, you can get one. I was like, oh, bet. I emailed a little team or whatever.
Yeah.
Got one of those, went home with an Explorer. Brand new, was rolling that shit. So anyway, they called me. I'm driving down the street on my nice little brand new Explorer. I had 2 phones. I had the iPhone 6 and the 6 Plus. They were brand new when they came in. Yeah. Just cause.
Yeah.
And I got that phone call. They was like, bring back the car. You can keep the phones.
Jeez.
And your phones will stay on for about a week. They sit on for like 3 months. Phones stay on for about a week, and we'll give you a severance package. You saw this coming. Have a good one. I was like, all right.
They said we saw this coming. Have a good one.
Like you saw
saw
this
it
coming.
coming.
There's a bunch of meetings and all kinds of stuff. Other people have been let go and all that kind of stuff. So like I held on for as long as possible. The program I was in was like pretty much the only program that was making money. So they like cut that off.
Yeah.
But they didn't really cut it off. They left it there so when the liquidators came, they had some of value to sell to these fools.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a good job with a whole lot of travel and whatnot. I had another job where I traveled even more, but that was too much travel. So
Okay.
I can't say it was fun either.
Yeah.
That was a good question.
Yeah, it was. It was. I'll just jump in there real quick. My funnest job is when I was at the dealership. It was kind of like, similar to him, like having that freedom of just being able to drive any kind of car I wanted and I just put a dealer plate in there and just take off, just take it home with me, go ride around, like just having that. It just felt like I worked for myself.
So that's how that works. You just put a dealer plate on some shit and you just
Pretty much.
Dang.
I mean, once you get established there, you can't just start it and be like, yo, I'm going to drive that demon and take off. They're like, where you
I
going?
got you.
But like once you establish yourself as a top seller and they know that you're not out playing around, like, they know you getting clients and customers and all that. Yeah. They let you. It got to the point where I was so comfortable there. I didn't even drive my own car to work no more. I would drive one of the company cars, like whatever was on the lot. I just put a plate and just grab a key and just drive it. And
Anything, it didn't matter?
Didn't matter. Didn't matter. Drive whatever. Like, just reasonable, of course. I'm not going to drive a 2020 super duper lifted $300,000 Ram truck or something like that. It was a Dodge dealership I worked at. But yeah, it was great cars. Like I'd ride around like Hellcats and stuff. I'd get like the stick shift ones. It wasn't too many of those.
mostly automatic for some odd reason.
Yeah. But the stick shift ones, like those things, like I don't know if you ever drove a Hellcat. Woof, like fun.
I just drove one of those Roush Mustangs
Yeah.
or a Dodge. It was a working. I was in like Northern California.
Yeah.
And because all the cities are close, instead of driving to East City, instead of flying, I was driving to East City. So that was pretty dope. I even drove through like the hills and shit where they do all the wine. It's just like the pictures, bro. It's just like the pictures. It was dope.
Yeah. No, it was a good time. Yeah, I like that. That was a good curveball.
Y'all got me thinking now. Interesting job was when I was a neurophysiologist. And the
Not that.
Brains over there.
No, I basically just monitored, the muscles and the nerves.
Don't downplay yourself.
During spine and brain surgery, but I don't know. That was when I was on my nerding out stuff. I just like to talk about something that people couldn't understand. That's what it really was.
You like to talk about things people couldn't understand?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you got the the listeners pulling out Google right now. Like, what'd she say?
I mean, in healthcare in general, a lot of people don't understand the terminology, but that was on another level. The only reason I stopped that job or quit that job was because you had to get certified, and I don't fail nothing. When I say nothing, I don't fail nothing. That was harder than getting the nursing license. Like the NCLEX, it was way harder, and I knew I wouldn't pass. I took it once. I said, "Nah, I'm not gonna pass this.
Yeah,
There's just no way, no way."
So you're saying you quit?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Well, they made it a requirement to get certified, so I might as well just move on at this point.
Did we think we got through everything, right? No, what's that third one?
We got through everything. We forgot to introduce her.
Ooh.
Like she didn't give it to Sarah intro.
Oh yeah, I mean you never been on the podcast.
Yes, always has to do that.
Yeah.
Intro on what?
Yourself. Just tell us a bit about yourself, and then we'll close out the pod after that.
My name is Tiffany.
And
No mistake. Nah, I like to go by Fanny lately. Actually, it's a nickname one of my friends gave me back in the day. I don't be doing that, and I just be chilling, knowing a little bit about anything and everything, researching until I get bored of it and move on. I don't even watch TV no more. I ain't got cable.
You better hit one of them exes, get that login.
No, it's not about that. I unplugged on purpose.
Oh
yeah, that's what she said. I was like,
I unplugged on purpose, especially after the pandemic.
Yeah.
A lot of traumatizing stuff was on TV, and not a negative stuff. And I just didn't want part of it. You can't even watch the news. How many positive things are on the news when you watch it. They got to have a special segment for positive things.
Yeah.
No, I watch what I want to watch as far as episodes of something. And keep it moving. I don't watch TV except for football, but
yeah, we see that 49er shirt.
So
Yeah, you know, all the stuff that happens in the world, it doesn't really get to me because it's not that I don't really watch I watch TV, but like not the news for sure. Mm-hmm. I'm not heavy on social media. Like I have it, but I'm not like super heavy on it. I think this podcast and shit like that is the most, you know, out there I've ever been. And it's just, I don't know. I know like it's not really pertaining to me, and I try not to get like super upset about some shit that I'm actually not going to do nothing about. Like I can get all mad about the politics and what the man is doing to me and all that other kind of shit, right? But I'm not going to, I know I'm not going to do nothing. I'm going to get mad, and then I'm going to go sit down and play video games. I'm not going to go to the polls. I'm not going to rally the people. I'm not going to post online and talk about. Just go back to what I was doing. And I don't even really be hearing all that.
I haven't been excited to go to the polls since Barack was running. It's like nowadays, when it's time to vote, I'm just like, you ain't even got nobody in there I care to even vote for. Like, what am I?
Yeah,
I know about it all because my wife is very much into politics and all that, and so I kind of keep up with that like through her. Mm-hmm. But even just seeing certain things, like right now, the Democratic Party, bro, they gonna do this.
Nothing on a grand scale. Local stuff I might pay a little bit more attention to, but all the rest of that stuff it's just circus.
Yeah.
Yeah, Democrats, Republicans, it's just, I mean, they all the same. It's just how they go about doing the same thing. It's only real different.
Did y'all know that, like, if you're a congressperson, congressman, congresswoman, when you're done, you get, $250? I'm sorry, $250,000 a year for the rest of your life.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, yeah.
I did not know that. I know the president got something or somebody, but I didn't know. Because I don't feel like that's a real high level.
Yeah, the president gets like, well, it probably went up, but I think at one point it was like $400 or $500 a year plus security detail rest of your life.
Which makes sense.
Well, yeah,
for the president, yeah, but
right.
a lot of the Congress people and stuff, it don't matter with that. But all that money to me is just more of an incentive for all the back end dirty deals and shit. Like if I can just get and fool the people long enough to get a paycheck for $250,000 for the rest of my life, I'm doing that.
Yeah, that's why when you see like all these corrupt shows and stuff, they were like, I need that seat. I need that seat.
Yep.
But you know what? It didn't really make that much sense until I knew that, because then I was like, oh, that's why they up there doing all that.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And then that's not when they're in power. It's not about the money. It's like I said, it's the power and the influence they have when they're in the position. But they still get money afterwards. That's why they just get in all these fucking deals and all stuff that happens on the back end, and they get people throwing money at them to keep stuff going a certain kind of way.
Right.
So, I mean, that's the other thing. It's like, I don't know how much of this I can actually affect. So I'm like, let me try to affect the things that are directly around me, because all that kind of stuff, I'm just get riled up and get upset about, and nothing.
Yeah, so, and if you rile them up and get them upset, they're going to tie you up, throw you in a van, you gone.
You're lucky if that's all that happens. They might sell your ass to an emirate or something.
Yeah, you come back, you might be a clone.
Like that Clone Tyrone. Have you seen that one day, Clone Tyrone?
Yeah.
I feel like you would like that.
I love that movie.
Yeah,
I haven't seen it all the way through. I fell asleep on it. Sorry.
Wow. You fall asleep on that?
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Look like a Jackie Brown type of movie. Like
Jackie Brown was dope.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, like, it wasn't what I thought it was when I sat down. It was something I needed to take a nap for.
Okay.
I sat down and watched it tired, so I was like, fell asleep on it. Never spun the block back on it. Yeah, I heard it was good though. You got any? You sound like you was about to say something.
I've never seen it.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I'm not alone. See, at least I seen some of it. Fell asleep though.
I didn't have Netflix at the time.
I got to hit up my ex, get that login.
So let me get this straight. You got 2 apartments with no Netflix?
Ooh.
I don't pay for any streaming services.
Ooh. But you got all of them.
Correct.
Yeah, but like, what cell phone service do you have? Okay, maybe that's too private for you, but either one of the main ones come with a free service.
Have you signed up recently?
Yeah, no, I ain't signed up recently.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd be thinking about switching just like.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I got Disney Plus and everything
They did me
through
dirty,
Verizon.
so I upgraded my phones and my bill was pretty nice. And the dude was like, "Oh man, your bill ain't gonna go up by like $30." I was like, "Well, okay."
No,
Get that bill. She went up by like $200. I was like,
Oh, Jesus.
motherfucker.
Yeah. The real big trick is depending on who you got to have that auto pay. The auto pay discounts. If you take that auto pay off, that's ridiculous. Your bill goes up like crazy. That's how they get you though. They can just come in there and just swipe your money whenever they want.
Yeah, I think you get like $40 overall, and then like another $5 to $15 per line that auto pay on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And we paying it. It'll save you $60-$70 maybe. And auto pay on.
There's no way. We all I pay $70 for both of us.
You do?
Yeah, and so he'd be running up that internet. I'd be so. Well, the way.
Sound like an old lady.
I'm or even with auto pay. There's nobody's offering that right now.
Mine's is low. It's I'm like $80. I think $81. Yeah, but then I have the first response.
Get fired for me, man.
Yeah, so that's
I'm
why.
overpaid.
And that's not an auto pay.
But I also got like my kids on my accounts, my nephew.
Damn.
But I do make them pay for theirs, but it would still be cheaper.
I was gonna say you ain't got like no corporate account. All them lines.
Nah.
You need to get a corporate account.
Guess I could.
Yeah, them lines would probably be like $20-$25 with as many lines. It sounds like you got.
He said, thinking the wheels are turning.
Yeah, might as well.
Because a lot of times too, when you get a corporate account, they'll like the phones will be free, not like tax, like free.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
thinking about that.
Yeah, that's a write-off.
Hey, we love a deal.
Yep. All right. Well, before we get out of here, let's get your Super Bowl prediction. Since you got that 49ers, I'm assuming they're gonna make it. Who are they going against?
Wait, who they playing?
Oh, who we going against?
You're going against Lions this
I'm
weekend.
playing Detroit. I don't know, man. You got the Cinderella story.
Like
up
I
against
said,
you.
I'm gonna Dallas Cowboy this, and we gonna win.
I mean, but don't
Because they win no matter what. So why can't I win?
y'all kind of squeaked by Green Bay. Let's not
I
front.
know, right?
They gave y'all the business.
I know.
That's funny because all the Dallas fans was
Listen,
out there.
I'm still saying we going to the Super Bowl. It's gonna be us and the Ravens.
Okay.
You want it to be the Ravens, but the league will make sure it's freaking Mahomes.
Yes. Yeah.
The league will make sure Mahomes and Taylor Swift and all of them come through. And Kelsey's older brother
So is that what
hanging
you
out
think?
the window.
You think it's
shirtless
going to
again.
be Chiefs against the 49ers?
No, it's gonna be Chiefs Lions. That's what
a
the
good
league
one.
wants. That's what the league wants.
Really?
They love the Chiefs, and everyone loves a good underdog story. They're not gonna let them beat the Chiefs.
I'm telling you right now. No.
not at all.
I think if Chiefs and Lions make it there, I think Lions actually going to win. I think Lions
I
could
would
beat.
agree with you.
I think Lions could beat the Chiefs. I don't think Lions could beat the Ravens.
Is the Texans still in?
Yeah.
No, Ravens beat that ass.
Yeah. Look, all props to C.J. Stroud, but he ran into a buzzsaw.
Yeah.
Sorry, buddy.
Yeah. So who you like out of the last 4 teams?
I don't know. I don't watch football. I would say Chiefs because they're Midwest and I'm from the Midwest. So we'll just say Chiefs.
There you go. So you think Chiefs taking it all?
Yep.
They going to spank the
Chiefs.
49ers?
Hard.
Coach, but I mean,
I mean, they got to get there first. Let's
believe in
it's still another game to play.
we haven't got no blowouts, so
Yeah.
we ain't got this. We gonna be good.
I think it's gonna be Ravens and I think it's gonna be Ravens and Lions.
I don't know. I want that, man.
I think it's gonna be Ravens and Lions because I think out of all those lineups, I think that'll actually be the one that'll send the ratings overboard because all the haters all year was shitting on Lamar Jackson.
True.
And the fact that Detroit, I don't think they've ever made a Super Bowl. That shit
I
is
feel like they have, like in the 40s or something.
yeah. I mean, if they did, they damn sure never won. So, but yeah, I think that one is send it over the edge. Chiefs, they're not as as potent as they once were. 49ers, Purdy's been making a lot of errors lately. So I'm not really too convinced about him. Not to mention, Debo's injured right now. If he don't play this weekend, I don't like their chances without Debo because Debo's a little bully. But yeah, without Debo, I don't really like their chances. But yeah, Lions defense is underrated. Ravens defense is as good as advertised. They just showed you that with the Texans. Like you said, they had Stroud under control. I think that'll be a good one. And then if those two are in the Super Bowl, I want Lamar to get one just to shit on everybody that said he's not a quarterback, blah, 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 even though he's about to win his second MVP.
Always rooting for black quarterbacks, though, too.
Yeah. Plus, I like the underdog. But that's why I want both those teams to go, because then even if the Lions were to beat the Ravens, I would actually be happy for Detroit in that regard too, because it's almost like redemption, because you remember they traded Jared Goff from the Rams to the Lions, and then Stafford went right to the Super Bowl. So I feel like Goff's got like a chip on his shoulder. Like
they smacked the Rams on their way here.
They did. So that's why I say if both of them make it, I'll be good with either side.
I'll be good with that too.
Yeah.
I'm just never good when the Patriots are there. So as long
you
as
got to worry about that.
No Brady, no Belichick. It's over for that. Yeah.
I just tell people like y'all must have forgot because the Patriots was always trash.
Yeah.
They had a good run.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Now both the teams. Yeah, both the teams I like don't make it. Let's say KC and 49ers make it. I'm gonna go for 49ers. No, well, the main reason why one of my favorite players plays on that team, I like Christian McCaffrey. I was watching him back when he played in Stanford, so it'll be dope to see them get one. And then plus, I think it'll help 49er fans when they talk shit about the Cowboys, because you can't really shit on the Cowboys when y'all both literally ain't won since the mid-90s.
Yeah.
As long as we keep beating them, we can shit on them anytime.
I know, but if you get that recent ring, it adds a little clout, you know.
That's really what it's about. So who's gonna get that first?
Yeah. Because Cowboys, they always get an early exit. Y'all do make it to the Super Bowl. Y'all just haven't been finishing.
Exactly.
You know, I really wish y'all would have made it and finished when Kaepernick and Randy Moss was playing, because I wanted Moss to get a ring, but that never happened. That never happened. Yeah. Matter of fact, I think that was the Ravens that beat them that year too.
It was.
Yeah, I don't think we'll beat the Ravens if it's us.
No,
Ravens.
no. You know, y'all got a chance against
who was the
KC.
quarterback when it was a Ravens?
Joe Flacco. Yeah.
Who was now on the Browns?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. That is crazy. That's like
retirement for after what, 2 years out?
That was the biggest fleece of all time. You got Joe Flacco off the couch for $1 million a year, playing better than the guy you gave $230 million guaranteed.
Yes.
Deshaun Watson has been ass since he left the Texans. Let's just call it what it is.
And a certain person cannot admit that, but you heard it live.
He has been ass. Trash. Ever since they took away his massages, man. Let him get some massages, you know.
And then who was the quarterback they let go? He went to the Bucks, right?
From which team?
From the Browns. Wasn't the quarterback?
Mayfield?
Oh, yeah, Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield. Yeah. Oh, yeah,
they was just playing the other day. So
no, they just lost. Who did they just lose to? Lions, right? Yeah, I think they just lost to the Lions. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie to you. I thought Baker looked good over there in Tampa.
But when he was on the Browns, he was messing up. Like he just didn't have his life together. So they had to let him go.
I mean, he's better than some of the quarterbacks they've had. He's a good white boy compared to the other one, Mr. Johnny Football. Johnny Manziel's out there stinking it up.
I hope for Manziel when he came
back. So did LeBron. Remember, LeBron was co-signing there. Yeah, let's go Johnny Football.
Yo, you guys catch the Browns movie that they dropped right before that draft season and how they did their draft? That season after the movie?
Was it on Hard Knocks?
No, it was an actual movie that was in the theaters.
Talking about Draft Day?
Was that the name?
With Kevin Costner?
Yes.
That's a good ass movie. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, it's a good movie. It's based on the Browns too. Yeah.
Interesting.
And then they kind of did something similar the year when they did the draft, and I think that's when they got Manziel, right? Was that the same year? Or is that?
I don't know if it was the same year, but I know which movie you're talking about. Yeah, it was like a cocky quarterback that they were saying that they should have gotten and whatnot, and they ended up doing something different. But yeah, that's what they should have did. Because they went for the cocky quarterback and set them back. Yeah.
I mean, but who knew? Who knew?
Bro, have you seen
They made a whole movie about it right before.
Not only the movie, there's a Manziel documentary. He was getting away with some wild shit. Wild shit. Bro, hit the pro workout. You know how the quarterback comes out there and has some wide receivers?
Yeah.
You know who he had out there as his wide receivers?
Ready, boss?
Bro, he had like his fucking agent out there and some other shit.
What?
And he showed up after a hangover. Like with a hangover. And he still made it through the lines and still made it into
high hopes.
Yeah, they wanted him to make it so bad.
Sober up and
bro, he was doing the most, bro. Like they covered it up so quick, but even before that, he was trying to make extra money. This dude was at the mall selling autographs and shit. You can't do that. This is back when college kids couldn't make no money. He up there just selling autographs and shit, and they swept that shit under the rug. They swept so much stuff under the rug with him. If you watch that documentary, you would just be like, what? He was doing it? What?
Wow.
He was doing, like, it's crazy. But, you know, when you're a certain shade, you can still get paid.
I knew that was coming.
I was just saying, I hadn't heard that.
Yeah.
A certain shade, you still get paid.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
Oh, man.
yeah. So it was a big guy, Steelers, the quarterback. So he got convicted, and then the other dude, I don't be knowing people's names. Other quarterback got a little massage, and we got all this hoopla.
Yeah.
Like you're convicted.
Yeah.
Criminal, and you still got to play.
Convicted with the R word.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want that viralness. We'll just say the R word. Yeah. But you're right. Yeah. But all right, guys. I think that's it.
Yep. I think that's it.
We'll go ahead and wrap that up. We got episode 8 in the books. We appreciate you guys for tuning in. Oh, real quick, if you haven't heard the news, if you have not heard the news, here's the news. Verbal Gunplay is now available on all streaming platforms. So you no longer have to have your YouTube playing while you're driving your car. Go on over to the Spotify, the Google Podcasts, the Apple Podcasts. We there. Subscribe, like, share, comment, keep in touch, and we'll see y'all next week.
Tell me what you sippin'. No, I gotta get it, even though my mind's trippin'. We high, we stone, we drunk. But when I get that feeling, I roll. XO.